Dear student, we discussed Henry's law in last lecture, which is about solution of gas into liquid. Henryનો law કેવા solution માટે છે? Gas into liquid. Gas is dissolved into liquid. We discussed Henry's law. Here we have some applications of the Henry's law in industries and explain some biological phenomena. Notable among these are Henry law is very useful in the industries and biological. Some reaction occurs in our body, some phenomenon in our body. We are taking breath. So we are taking oxygen by our nose, and that oxygen gas dissolved into blood. This is natural process, biological. Yes, sir. So our blood dissolves oxygen gas. So it is natural example of Henry's law about gas into liquid. Understood? Now industrial. Yes, we are drinking soda. Is best example of our household. We are taking bottle of water and we are passing carbon dioxide, highly pressurized. So for getting strongness, maximum amount of CO2 is dissolved at high pressure. That is also example of gas into liquid. Understood? To increase the solubility of CO2 in soft drink, we are drinking thumbs up, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, etc. Where in the soft drink CO2 gas is dissolved into water. In simple soda, water, in the pure water we are dissolving CO2. That is the simple soda. The bottle is sealed under high pressure. First we have to pressurize carbon dioxide, pass throughout the water, and we are seal the bottle to maintain CO2 inside the water. Scuba divers, not driver, divers, એટલે કે જે સમુદ્રની અંદર ડૂબકી મારતા હોય તે. Yes, I am talking about scuba divers must cope with high concentration of dissolved gases while breathing air at high pressure underwater. Yes, sir. In the sea, pressure on our body is very high, so we can't take breath easily. So scuba diver takes a cylinder with him. Scuba divers are taking cylinder. In the cylinder, oxygen, nitrogen, mixture of gases, but which are in the liquid form. Yes, dioxygen is in liquid, and N2 or helium-like gas dissolves into it. So when we take a breath, so inside liquid comes out with highly pressurized, and it fills our lungs and it maintains pressure of outer pressure of the our sea and inner pressure maintained. Increased pressure, thus solubility of atmospheric pressure in blood. When the divers come towards surface, yes, when divers are coming from the deep to on the surface, the pressure gradually decreases. This releases the dissolved gases and lead to the formation of bubbles of nitrogen in the blood. Yes, sir. And when we comes out from the sea, from the depth, so pressure will be decreased outside of our body. So inside dissolved gases like nitrogen coming out from the blood as a bubbles. This block the capillaries and heart attack will be emits in the body. Medical condition known as bends, which are painful and dangerous to life. અને આ બધું ખૂબ જ ડેન્જર છે. So we are using now a particular mixture which is harmless, and that is the IMP question, most IMP. To avoid this type of bends as well as the toxic effect of high concentration of nitrogen in the blood, the tanks used by scuba diver are filled with air diluted with helium. Yes, in the cylinder there is the oxygen, nitrogen, but now we are maintaining amount of nitrogen. This one is MCQ, store in your mind. Scuba divers using a cylinder of oxygen where mixture of the air is 11.7% helium, then 56.2% of dinitrogen and 32.1% of oxygen, which is harmless. At high altitude like this, the partial pressure of oxygen is less than that at the ground level. Yes, sir. Inside our body, at the sea level, on the earth surface of the earth, level is maintained, but in the height, pressure is not 1 atmosphere, which is less than 1 atmosphere. So oxygen is less in our body. So outer pressure is less than inner pressure. So diluted oxygen in our body will be comes out, and with ઘણી વાર તમે જોયો છે નસકોરી ટીસ્યુસ છે, blood નીકળે છે નાકમાંથી, in the nose. Blood is coming out from the nose at height. Reason for that, outer pressure is less than inner pressure. So inner oxygen coming out. So with highly pressurized oxygen coming out, and some blood will be releases from there. Blood in tissues of people living at high altitude or climbers, એટલે કે જે પર્વત ચડતા હોય તે. Low blood oxygen causes climbers to become weak and unable to think clearly. અને જ્યારે બોડીની અંદર હાઈટ ઉપર ઓક્સિજન ડિક્રીઝ થઈ જાય એટલે આવી વ્યક્તિઓ વીકનેસ આવી જાય, વિચારવાની શક્તિ ઓછી થઈ જાય, ક્લિયરલી વિચારી ના શકે. These symptoms of a condition known as anoxia, અને anoxia કહેવામાં આવે છે. Now effect of temperature. Yes, sir. We discussed effect of pressure on the solution gas into liquid. Here our Henry's law over. Now second affecting factor is the temperature. Gas into liquid. When gas solubility of gases in liquid decrease with rise in the temperature. Yes, sir. Carbon dioxide is dissolved into water. It is clear? And when we apply heat, so as a bubble, CO2 gas will be released from the water. Actually, when we dissolve any gas into water, that is the, suppose CO2 gas, we are dissolving into water. So it gives aqueous solution. Yes. So our carbon dioxide before dissolving it was a gas, but after dissolving it was now aqueous, and some heat will be released. So this reaction is actually exothermic. So everybody knows in the exothermic reaction, increasing of temperature is not beneficial. reaction moves in backward direction due to Lorentz principle. So, dissolved carbon dioxide will be comes out as a bubble form. That is the Lorentz principle. So, increasing in temperature, solubility decreases. Solubility of gases in liquid decreases with rise in temperature. When dissolved, the gas molecules are present in liquid phase, and the process of dissolution can be considered similar to condensation, and heat is evolved. Heat evolved means the exothermic. We have learned in the last section that dissolution process involves dynamic equilibrium and must follow Lorentz principle. As dissolution and exothermic process, the solubility should decrease with the increase of temperature. Now next, just example. Hydrogen sulfide, a toxic gas, very poisonous. Egg like rotten, સળેલા ઈંડા જેવી વાસ આપે છે. Rotten egg like smell is used for the qualitative analysis in the laboratory. We are using H2S gas. If the solubility of H2S in water at STP is 0.195 molality, so calculate the Henry's constant. Here molality is given 0.195. Henry constant we have to define. Clear? So here first, due to Henry's law, pH2S is equal to KH into XH2S. Now you can see KH we have to define. Mole fraction first we have to derive for that. So mole fraction of H2S we can derive with help of molality. Understood? Now STP. So pressure is given, you can see. STP means 1 atmosphere. Otherwise 1 bar. Pressure is given indirectly. H2S we have to define from the molality. Yes, molality means mole per kilogram. 0.195 molality means 0.195 mole in 1 kilogram in 1000 gram. 0.195 mole in 1 kilogram. 0.195 mole H2S is dissolved into 1 kilogram in 1000 gram. So mole of H2S is fixed here. Now mole of water, 1000 divided by 18. So 55.55 mole. Understood? Here it is calculated, you can see. It is given that the solubility of H2S in water at STP is 0.195 molality. It means 0.195 mole of H2S is dissolved in 1000 gram of water. So 1000 divided by 18 gives 55.55, means 55.56 mole of water. So now mole fraction of the H2S will be mole of H2S upon mole of H2S plus mole of water, total mole. So 0.195 divided by 0.195 plus 0.55, 0.56. So mole fraction derived value 0.0035. Now at STP pressure should be 0.987 bar. In atmosphere it should be 1 atm. So according to Henry's law, Kh is equal to P upon X. So pressure is 0.987 in bar. So answer will be in bar. If we are taking 1 atmosphere, then answer will be in atmosphere. 0.0035. So 282 bar is our answer. Now question number 2.7. First read question, then explanation. Henry's law constant for CO2 gas in water. Yes. Here Henry constant in sketch 1.67 10 raised to 8 Pascal at 298 Kelvin temperature. Calculate the quantity of CO2 in 500 milli water. Pressure is given 2.5 atmosphere of the CO2 at 298 Kelvin temperature. 500 milli solution means 500 milli water. So density is 1, so 500 gram. Pascal we have to convert into bar. So 1 Pascal is equal to 1.013 10 raised to 5. Sorry, 1 atmosphere ATM is equal to 1.013 10 raised to 5. So 2.5 kH 1.67 10 raised to 8 is equal to how much? We will convert. We have to derive here quantity of carbon dioxide, a gram of carbon dioxide. First mole of carbon dioxide. It is given kH 1.67 into 10 raised to 8 Pascal. કાં તો પાસ્કલ ને બાર માં કન્વર્ટ કરો અને કાં તો એટમોસ્ફિયર ને પાસ્કલ માં. So here pressure of CO2 we are converting into Pascal. So atmosphere should be multiplied by 1.013 10 raised to 5. That is the relation. So 2.5 multiplied by 1.01 10 raised to 5. So atmosphere convert into Pascal. Now both in Pascal. So we derive small fraction of the CO2. Yes, sir. From according to Henry's law, P CO2 is equal to Kh into X CO2. So here mole fraction of CO2 will be pressure of CO2 upon Henry constant. So 2.5331 into 10 raised to 2.53 multiplication of 8 10 raised to 5. 2.533 into 10 raised to 5 upon Kh 1.67 into 10 raised to, which is given 8. So our mole fraction is 0.00152. This is mole fraction. Now with the help of mole fraction we can define mole. How can? So mole fraction of CO2 is equal to mole of CO2 upon total mole. Here 500 milli water is given. So 500 gram water 5 divide by 18. 500 divided by 18. So 27.78 mole. 27.78 mole of water. Here mole of CO2 we have to define. Mole fraction is derived 0.00152. Now mole of CO2 is negligible with air. So mole of CO2 0.00152 27.78. It gives a mole of CO2. So 0.042 is mole of CO2, and mole is equal to mass upon molecular mass. So weight of CO2 mole into molecular mass, 0.042 multiplied by 44. So it gives 1.848 gram is our answer. Now come to the next point. Here our new point is vapor pressure of liquid solution. Vapor pressure of liquid solution. Yes, sir. Some of them, all the liquids are not vaporizable. Some of the liquids easily vaporize. એટલે કે સહેલાઈથી એની વરાળ બનશે. Liquid solution are formed when solvent is a liquid. Yes, આપણે liquid solution કોને કહેવાય? We discussed about it. Whenever our solvent is a liquid, so our solution will be liquid. Liquid solution are formed when solvent is a liquid. The solute can be gas, liquid or solid. Solvent છે liquid હોય એટલે solution liquid જ કહેવાય. પણ solute should be gas, solid or liquid. So gas into liquid, solid into liquid, and liquid into liquid type of solution occurs. Solution of gas in liquid have already been discussed in section 2.3.2. In Henry's law we discussed the solution about gas into liquid. Henry's law. We shall discuss the solution of liquid and solid in a liquid. Yes. When we take a solid solute and dissolves into liquid, so it gives solid into liquid, and both are liquids, so liquid into liquid. So in this point we will discuss about liquid into liquid, otherwise solid into liquid. Such solution may contain one or more volatile component. Volatile એટલે જેની વરાળ બાષ્પબનતી હોય, that is volatile. Evaporated હોય. Generally the liquid solvent is volatile. The solute may or may not be volatile. Like બે component હોય, solute and solvent. So out of two, one of solvent is volatile, otherwise both are volatile. So we will discuss about it. The liquid solvent is volatile. The solute may be or not. Water ma NaCl add karo. This is the solution of solid into liquid. Understood? Solid into liquid. Here water is volatile, but NaCl is not volatile. Sometimes we take kerosene and petrol. Both we are mixed up. So petrol and kerosene both are volatile. We shall discuss the property of only binary solution. Binary means only two components are present in the solution. one solvent and one solute. That is the solution containing two components, namely the solution of liquid into liquid. So yes, here we are going to discuss about major two type of liquids. Two type of solutions, liquid into liquid and solid into liquid. એટલે આપણે liquid into liquid અને solid into liquid ની બરાબર વાત કરશું અને એનું vapor pressure. So vapor pressure of a liquid solution. Yes, sir. In the closed vessel, here 1 and 2 is component of our solution. Yes, sir. Both are liquid. Yes, liquid 1, liquid 2. We will here use word component 1 and component 2. Clear? Suppose both are volatile. The બેની વરાળ બને છે. Our vessel is closed. Temperature is fixed, constant. So after passing the time, liquid A gives vapor pressure. Suppose P1, that is partial pressure of component 1, and P2 is the partial pressure of component 2. So here total pressure is due to both. So P total is equal to P1 plus P2. Understood? આપણે ક્લોઝ વેસલ લીધું, એનું ટેમ્પરેચર કોન્સ્ટન્ટ છે, બંને લિક્વિડ કોમ્પોનન્ટ્સ છે. Liquid 1 is converting into gas, liquid 2 also converting into gas. So both are volatile. So liquid A gives partial pressure P1, liquid 2 gives partial pressure P2. So both total pressure will be of addition of both P1 plus P2. It is clear? So partial pressure of component 1 P1 is depending upon mole fraction of component 1. આ liquid માં component 1 ના mole fraction x1 છે અને liquid 2 ના x2 છે. તો આપણે ખબર બેયનો ટોટલ તો 1 જ થશે, બે જ કોમ્પોનન્ટ છે એટલે. તો આનું પાર્શિયલ પ્રેશર એટલે જેના મોલ ફ્રેક્શન હાઈ હશે ને એ મુજબ એનું વેપર પ્રેશર હાઈ. તો આનું એમાઉન્ટ મોર હશે તો એનું વેપર પ્રેશર હાઈ છે, આનું એમાઉન્ટ મોર હશે મોલ ફ્રેક્શન તો એનું વેપર પ્રેશર હાઈ છે respectively. The French chemist Raoult in 1886 given quantitative relationship between them. એટલે partial pressure and mole fraction વચ્ચે relation આપ્યું. That is Raoult's law. Actually there are three laws of the Raoult. So one of them we are discussing here. So which liquid into liquid solution where both are volatiles. Once again, let us consider, this is question. Describe Raoult's law. About solution, liquid into liquid, and discuss vapor pressure of it. Let us consider binary solution of two volatile liquids. We discuss. Denote the two components as 1 and 2. When taken in a closed vessel, both the components would evaporate and eventually an equilibrium would be established because temperature constant છે એટલે આની gas phase અને liquid phase વચ્ચે equilibrium આવશે between vapor phase and liquid phase. Let thus the total vapor pressure at this stage be P total. P1 and P2 be the partial pressure of component 1 and 2. These partial pressure are related to the mole fraction. The partial pressure of component 1 P1 is depending upon mole fraction x1. Partial pressure of P2 depending upon mole fraction x2. French chemist Francois Martin Raoult, full name, but in short name we call Raoult. Give the quantitative relation between them. The relation between vapor pressure and mole fraction for the liquid into liquid where both are volatiles. Now come to the next point. The partial vapor pressure of each component of this solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction present in solution. Thus, for the component 1, you can see once again that was the verbal representation. Now, mathematical representation of Raoult's law. So, partial pressure of component 1 is directly proportional with the mole fraction of that component. એટલે component 1 નો solution માં mole fraction x1 હોય તો એનું partial pressure P1 directly proportion માં હોય. Here we are removing proportion, so it gives P1 degree. Yes. Now what is P1? P1 is the partial pressure of component 1. X1 is the mole fraction of component 1 in the liquid. Your partial pressure in the gaseous phase. What is P1? Yes, that is the pure component A is whenever individual which is not mixed up with the component 2. એટલે A એકલો હોય ત્યારે એનો individual same temperature ઉપર એકલો હોય another vessel માં તો એક temperature ઉપર એનો partial pressure છે. તો એ બે different હોય? Yes sir. અહીંયા A અને B વચ્ચે attraction હોય ને એટલે આ partial pressure slightly different હોય. P1 degree and P1 both are different. Why? This one is individual partial pressure of a pure component A which is not mixed up with the component 2 at that time. So in mixture what happens? Yes sir. Component 1 is interact with component 2 molecules, so it gives attraction with them. So partial pressure will be changed in the mixture. So both are different. The P1 is in mixture. P1 degree individual as a pure. Yes sir. આ સમજાઈ ગયું? P1 એટલે આ મિક્સચર હતું ત્યારેનું પાર્શિયલ પ્રેશર. આ P1 ડિગ્રી એટલે આ બે નંબર કોમ્પોનન્ટ 2 એમાં મિક્સ અપ નતો ત્યારે પ્યોર હોય ત્યારે. તો આ ડિફરન્સ હોય? યસ. આ બેયના મોલેક્યુલ્સ વચ્ચે એટ્રેક્શન હોય એટલે આ વેલ્યુ થોડી જુદી હોય, ઓછી હોય, આ વેલ્યુ વધારે હોય. Now like this, for component 2 partial pressure of component 2 is directly proportional with the mole fraction of the 2. Yes sir. So component 2 નું partial pressure is directly એટલે આના mole fraction વધુ તો આનું partial pressure વધુ directly. Here we are removing proportion constant, so in place of it there should be P2 degree x2. Here P2 degree is the pure partial pressure of component 2 and is in same. P2 component 2 એકલો હોય ત્યારે pure, one સાથે mix up ન હોય ત્યારનું pressure છે. Where P2 degree, P1 degree is the vapor pressure of pure component 1 at the same temperature. એટલે આ mix up ન હોય ત્યારે. Where P2 degree represent the vapor pressure of the pure component 2 એકલો હોય ત્યારે. હવે according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure over the solution phase in the container will be the sum of the partial pressure of both components. આનું જે total pressure છે તે બેયના total જેટલું જ છે ને. So P total is equal to P1 plus P2. Yes sir. Over the surface, rise pressure due to both components 1 and 2 is P total is P1 plus P2. Now put down the value here. P1 is x1 into P1 degree. P2 means x2 into P2 degree. Here some formula. This is the Raoult's law. for liquid into liquid solution and both components are volatile. So we can apply this formula. Now here you can see mole fractions total for both components should be always 1. So here x1 is equal to 1 minus x2. Clear? x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. So x1 is equal to 1 minus x2. Now here we are taking values. In place of x1 we are taking 1 minus x2. So P total equal to 1 minus x2 into P1 degree plus x2 into P2 degree. So P1 degree minus x2 P1 degree plus x2 into P2 degree. Here P1 degree અને અહીં લઈ લે આગળ minus x2 into P1. So P1 degree plus x2 common. So P2 degree minus P1 degree. Yes, this is our total pressure formula. Now, second one also we can derive some. Here x1 is 1 minus x2. Otherwise x2 is equal to 1 minus x1 also. So we can take P total is equal to P1 degree x1, P2 degree x2. So P1 degree x1 plus P2 degree 1 minus x1. So P1 degree x1 plus P2 degree minus P2 degree x1. So P2 degree plus common x1. So P1 degree minus P2 degree. It gives the total pressure. હવે યાદ કેમ રાખું? Total pressure is equal to partial pressure of pure component 1 plus mole fraction of second component into P2 minus P1. અહીંયા 1 લે તો અહીંયા 2, પછી 2 minus 1. અહીંયા 2 લે તો અહીંયા 1 અને 1 minus 2. The total pressure over the solution can be related to the mole fraction of any one component. એટલે લખ્યું છે. The total pressure of the solution depends upon any one component's mole fraction. કા x1 ઉપર ને કા x2. બહુ નેચરલ છે. x1 નો x2 મળી જાય. x1 હાઈ હોય તો x2 લો હશે. x2 high હશે તો x1 low હશે. So this sentence from this equation, total vapor pressure over the solution can be related to the mole fraction of any one component 1 or 2. Total vapor pressure over the solution varies linearly with the mole fraction of component 2. Total pressure is directly varies with the mole fraction of 2 from this equation. From this equation also from x1. Now, depending on the vapor pressure of the pure component 1 and 2, the total pressure over the solution decrease or increase with the increase of the mole fraction of component 1. Yes, sir. The total pressure is depending upon the mole fraction of the component 1 and component 2. For better understanding, we have to take a graph. Vapor pressure is taken on y-axis and mole fraction is on x-axis. You can see component 1 having mole fraction x1, component 2 having x2. Suppose here ખાલી component 1 લીધું, 2 નથી, એટલે બેનો total 1 થાય, તો only component 1 is present, 2 is absent. So in this case the total pressure will be equal to P1 degree. Why? આમાં કોમ્પોનન્ટ 2 હજી એડ જ નથી કર્યું એટલે due to x1 pressure is P1 degree. Now mole fraction of 2 is increasing. એટલે 2 ના mole fraction increase થાય છે એટલે partial pressure increase થયું P2 અને 1 ના mole fraction decrease થાય છે એટલે partial pressure decrease થાય. હવે component 1 છે નો mole fraction became 0 અને આ 1 બની જાય ત્યારે આમાં ખાલી component 2 જ છે તો ટોટલ પ્રેશર P2 ડિગ્રી છે તો 1 તો છે જ ને. હવે એઝ્યુમ કરવાનું component 1 કરતા 2 મોર વોલેટાઇલ છે તો જ આવું થાય ને. એ એકલું હતું ત્યારે હાઈએસ્ટ P1 ડિગ્રી, 2 એકલું હતું ત્યારે P2. હવે વચ્ચે બે છે. સપોઝ અહીં લઈએ આ 0.9 છે તો આ 0.1 0.9 હોય ત્યારે પ્રેશર આટલું થશે આટલું. સપોઝ એ 500 છે અને 0.1 હોય ત્યારે આ કેટલું 200 તો 500 પ્લસ 200 એ બેનો ટોટલ અહીંયા એટલે 700 આવે. આ 0.9 ત્યારે આટલું પ્રેશર, 0.1 હોય ત્યારે આટલું પ્રેશર તો એ બેનો ટોટલ કરવાનું આટલો પર્સન એટલે આવે 700. હવે અહીંયા આ ગ્રાફ આવો એટલા માટે મળે છે here assuming કે component 1 is less volatile component 2 કરતા અને આ P total છે બેનો P1 plus P2. A plot of P1 P2 versus the mole fraction x1 x2 for a solution gives a linear plot as shown in figure 2.3. These lines 1 and 2 pass through the point for which x1 x2 are equal to unity. બેના mole fraction similar હશે. Similarly plot line 3 P total versus x2 is also linear. એટલે x2 increase થાય છે એટલે P total increase થાય છે. The minimum value of P total is the P1 degree કારણ કે એમાં component 2 નથી, only 1 છે ને less volatile છે અને highest છે P2 degree છે એમાં component 2 છે 1 નથી તો એ more volatile છે highest P2 degree છે. The composition of vapor phase understood. Once again mole fraction of x1 is 1, x2 is 0, so P total is equal to P1 degree. Here x1 is decreasing, so partial pressure due to P1 decreases and mole fraction x2 increases, so partial pressure increases and total of both here gives third line. એટલે આ પ્રેશર ને આ પ્રેશર નો ટોટલ અહીંયા બેનો ટોટલ એટલે આ ડબલ થાય આ રીતે આપે છે. હવે 1 છે ને લેસ વોલેટાઇલ છે, 2 મોર વોલેટાઇલ છે એટલે આ નીચે મળશે અને ગ્રાફ ઉપર મળશે. Now another term we can derive in vapor phase. Yes. Component 1 and component 2 liquids હોય ત્યારે mole fraction x1 x2 છે but after became gas became vapor. Here mole fraction in vapor phase is y1 of P of 1 and y2. So we can also derive partial pressure of component 1 and 2 also. Okay. So P total into y1 is gives a partial pressure of 1 and y2 into P total gives a partial pressure of gas 2. Yes, you can see component 1 and 2 are respectively in vapor phase. Then using Dalton's law of partial pressure એટલે આ x1 x2 છે લિક્વિડ ના મોલ ફ્રેક્શન હતા. કમ્પોનન્ટ 1 લિક્વિડ હતું ત્યારે અને 2 લિક્વિડ હતું ત્યારે ના મોલ ફ્રેક્શન. હવે y1 એટલે આ કમ્પોનન્ટ એક જ્યારે ગેસ બની ગયો એટલે આની ઉપર સરફેસ લિક્વિડ તો છે આના મોલ ફ્રેક્શન y1, આ કમ્પોનન્ટ 2 ના મોલ ફ્રેક્શન y2. So y1 multiplied by total pressure gives partial pressure of 1 and P total into Y2 gives partial pressure of 2. So in general, P is equal to Yi into P total. Here Raoult's law for liquid into liquid, where both are volatile, is over here. Now here we are going to some tricks, some formulas, some shortcut. Here molarity, last point of the day. Molarity is equal to whenever percentage weight by volume is given and solute, molecular mass of solute, then we can directly define some molarity by using this formula. Getting molarity by weight is given. Density is known. And M2, like this, molecular mass of solute. Then we can define some molarity. Now some dilution formulas. When we dilute our solution, means initial volume and initial normality is known. We are adding some water into our original solution. So final normality we get by using this formula. N1 V1 known હોય તો N2 V2 define થાય. Like this. Initial molarity, initial volume is given. Then final molarity we can define when final volume is given. Normality and molarity of the mixture. Suppose 2 or 3 solutions we are mixing, 3 acids, 3 bases. So then we can use for the normality N1 V1 plus N2 V2 plus N3 V3 upon total volume. M1 V1, M2 V2, M3 V3 upon total volume. Here molarity is equal to M into D. This one molarity, density, mass of solute N1000. It gives the molarity. For getting molality from molarity, so molarity upon D minus M into M2 upon 1000. Small d upon capital M. Density upon molarity is equal to 1 upon molality plus mass of solute upon 1000. Mole fraction of solute in aqueous solution, direct. Molality given હોય તો direct mole fraction of solute we can define. Molality divided by 55.5 plus molality. So direct it gives mole fraction of the solute. Do your homework and you have to send me daily your homework. This is better for you, beneficial for you. Bye. We will meet in our next lecture.